Okay, I'm back, everybody. Yeah, it's like I've said before in some other videos when they've gone 2 parts. I only have a 15-minute time limit right now. My other channels, the 98 and the Brian Wilmer channel, they basically can do extensions. They start out as 50 minutes, but you can do extensions if you do something. Anyway, though, getting back on topic of what I was saying, Ilquiam and Jose, they basically play off each other, and this is something I think fan artists and fan fiction and fan artists and fan writers should do sometimes. They should collaborate. They should really collaborate, if you will. They should draw pictures. If they're reading somebody's story, they should say, you know what? I should draw a picture for that guy because they actually do a good scene. Yeah, it's an unusual scene and all that, maybe. Maybe some people will look at that, but I think it's unique. I'm going to try it. And they do. They actually do. And again, like I said, when you take a look at Jose's gallery, and I'll provide maybe links to the individual pictures of the Loop Sally combinations, the Loop situations where Sally's acting like armor, a jester outfit, and Amy, and actually it's four actually, because there's one other scene I forgot to mention this in the first video, in part 1. Sally, this one scene where they're trying. There's this scene they're showing off what Sally could do with this whole Sally being worn by somebody as clothing or armor or whatever can do, and they're basically trying all of these, basically having fun right now they're having fun in front of the pack. Basically, here you have Sally becoming different kind of outfits for Loop. And it all starts because what happens is that Loop makes this suggestion, again, not to give too much away, for Sally to try the outfits that she tried on her, but by herself. You see what happens, and here you have Sally dressed up as a jester. She makes a big nose on her face, makes it honk. Then she shapes her face into Lupe's face, and she shapes her face into Sonic's, Knuckles, Bunny's, Nicole's. And as everybody, all the wolf pack basically is cracking up with laughter, Loop's doing the same thing, and Sal takes advantage of this and jumps on Loop and becomes a blue replica of Amy's outfit, which kind of surprises Loop at first, but then Loop takes advantage of it, mimics how Amy sounds and acts sometimes. Sally gives her a hammer identical, and you get the idea. Anyway, not to give too much away, but anyway, you get the idea. But they try other outfits, like a shinobi outfit, a bodybuilding outfit, and one of the last outfits they do is sort of a attractive, sensuous outfit for Loop to show off to her husband. A flirtatious outfit, let's just put it that way. And basically, you have Sally. The only way Sally could actually be able to see, because what happens is she kind of hides herself into the armor and the jester outfit and the bodybuilding outfit. But the only other way she could hide herself is by being the belt buckle on the outfit, on the flirtatious outfit that Luke wants to show off to her husband. So again, and along with the Amy kind of thing, I thought, it's all it's basically all played off. They basically all play off each other there, Jose and Ilquiam, so that's pretty good. And that, again, it's a unique collaboration, because you don't really see that much. Normally what you see is, people doing a script. Like, let's say one of the most controversial websites out there, PAL Comics, which is not for everybody, believe me. From what I've understood and heard, it's not for everybody. But PAL Comics. Basically what happens is that this is also, people like Furfinian, DeviantArt, and other sites, what they do is they take a script of what people, have wrote, what the story people want, or an outline or whatever, and they work with it. They work with that by making comics. that by making comics. And usually, again, that's what you see from a lot of people. You don't see someone saying, you know what, I'm going to draw this picture based on this scene and go from there. You don't see that. You see them mainly doing comic strips. You know, and that's good and everything, but that's good and everything, but to me, I think the best thing to do is just play off each other and just let one person draw a picture and say, hey, is this good? Does this remind you of something from one of your stories? Or have somebody write a scene in the story saying, hey, does this remind you of one of your pictures? That works great. And that's what Ilquiam and Jose do. They do, in my opinion, they do a great job at that. And again, you know, it's not just characters like the Sonic Girls and the Alpha Omega Girls, and even the males from Alpha Omega where they have non-shape-shifting powers, but they do have powers. I mean, you even have one of the main characters from Alpha Omega have a different kind of power. I think it's Humphrey. He has a power. And I think it's a power where he's all iron on the inside. It's like his fur will fall off. He's more metallic, but it will grow back, kind of deal. Sort of like the thing. I don't know, something similar to something else I've seen. But that's unique. That's a unique use of saying, okay, if we're going to get the female shape-shifting powers, let's give these guys some different kind of powers as well. And it works. It really works. And I think it's very, very fun. And I think it makes a very fun read. I really do. But again, like I said, it's not just the Sonic Girls and males, if you will, that they play off of with powers. And it's not just the Alpha Omega ones either. But also the Looney Tunes. The Looney Tunes as well. Matter of fact, there's a story called Justice Tunes that Ilquiam did, and Ilquiam did, and Jose basically drew some pictures of, I think 1 or 2 pictures of. You have basically the Looney Tune characters with different powers. And who ends up having the shape-shifting powers? None other than Lola Bunny. And this is actually based off the Lola Bunny we see now in the Looney Tunes show. Because from what I read in the first few paragraphs, Lola can shapeshift herself into different, just like with Sally, like Sally and Loop and Kate. I think that's one of the Vixen's names. Kate and Candy from Alpha and Omega can do. And you can shapeshift into different faces, animal faces. But one of the unique perspectives, because I guess it is Looney Tunes, is it allowed Lola, one of the shapes she shaped into was slime. So that was kind of cool. But yeah, it was actually, it's not, it's actually kind of fun to read. And then of course he's got an additional chapter he showed me, but I'm not going to say what it is, just let you know that it's coming soon. I just don't know when. Another thing is, it's not just the Looney Tunes they're limited to. They actually recently got Brainy Barkey from Crypto the Superdog animated series. She has powers now. She has a similar power now due to basically you have to read the story. It's the newest story, but basically there's a situation to where she has to be given these powers and all that, in addition to her telepathic powers. And then of course there's an original character as well that was created in a previous story. Again, you'll have to read about it. And then of course it's not just that, you also have Skunk Fu getting involved as well. You have Ilquiam actually using Skunk Fu as well to do the whole situation there. With Fox and I think Madame Rogue or something like that. But again, the reason I'm recommending Ilquiam and Jose is because these guys really play off each other when it comes to fan art based on scenes in fan fiction and fan fiction scenes in stories based off fan art. It's really a fun collaboration between the two. And again, like I said, I think a lot of fan fiction writers should do that with fan artists. I think because if you're an up-and-coming fan artist, or if you're just starting out in fan fiction, you kind of help each other out by saying, okay, I'll draw this picture for your story so people will know who you are. or I'll write this story based on your pictures so people will know who you are. And again, I believe that help. I believe in the end that will help out a lot of people. And again, I understand there's different ways of doing it. I understand people will do the comic scene kind of deal, do the comic strip kind of deal, and that's great. That's fine. I do everything, but you got to help each other out every now and then. And one of the other things I would suggest is, I understand people like to do commissions, get paid for the work, and that's fine. It's one way to make some money, make some dough, make a living. But I think if you're going to help each other out, if you're going to help somebody let's say you're an established writer and you want to help somebody that's a fan artist, that's a good fan artist, kind of get noticed, then I would recommend doing the stories based on their artistic work for free. And the same goes with the fan artist if they're trying to help an established fan artist, if they're trying to help an up-and-coming fan writer get noticed as well, do it for free. Again, I understand completely if you want to go commission and get paid something, but to me, I think it's best if you kind of put price aside and just help each other for the benefit of helping somebody else. Benefit but help. Just put the pricing, the commission thing to the side and just say, I'm just going to help this person out of the goodness of my heart because that's the right thing to do. But again, I'll provide a link in the playlist description that you will see when you go to the playlist part, as well as here in the description boxes as well. The links to the pictures I was talking about, the links to these people at DA and at Fan Fiction. So let me know what you guys think about them. Comment down below. Again, I apologize if this was in 2 parts. I have a limited 15-minute time limit right now on this main channel. And that's all I'm going to say. God bless, take care, and please check these guys out. They're really good.